Hey guys, this is Sam from Chalice and Chains. I just wanted to do a quick video about a topic that I've seen coming up lately, which is how do you get your players more involved in role playing or more involved in the session? And I find this to be tricky, especially tricky to answer because, in some cases the answer is you don't. Because it depends on the motivation of the players. I mean, some players are there. They just want to hang out with friends, have a good time. They want to, kind of shoot the shit and just, kill some things with their character. And that's it. They're not interested in role playing. They don't want to get deeply immersed into the story or whatever. So if you have one of those players, don't sweat it too much. But a lot of players do like at least some level of role play and at least some level of immersion. But a lot of them aren't comfortable with it or they haven't really done it. And for a lot of you guys who maybe are DMs, who've played with other DMs that are just like, okay, you hit, you deal 6 points of damage. Okay, now what do you do? That will drive you crazy. I know for me, I DM because I can't play with those types of DMs. So one thing that I do to encourage other players to roleplay is I'm going to give them the opportunity to describe the scene, describe the world, describe, their character's actions, give them a lot of agency. Maybe more than some other DMs, I don't know. But for example, from the very simple, okay, you successfully hit and you deal 6 points of damage, but describe what that looks like, or the common, describe your killing blow. That's a great start. That's something that gets them thinking, okay, I need to be descriptive now. But also, I'll do things, and I've seen Michael Barker do this a lot, be a better game master, and I love it. And this is my style too, which is have the players describe stuff and just throw it at them. Like, I think recently in his Sir Celine game, he said, okay, there is oh gosh, I forget what it was. There was a character with a animal tattoo on it, and I'm going to let Matt describe what that is. Or, oh, there's this vessel. Describe what that is for me. Something like that. And then what you do is you build that into the story. So the characters and the players feel immersed in that. They feel like, wow, I have a part in this story. And that's going to bring out that role play, right? Another thing that you can do, and again, this is more obvious, is, have them develop backgrounds and then use those backgrounds. So especially in 5th edition, when the background and the bonds, ideals, and flaws are built right into the character creation process, know what those are so that when you enter a town and one of your players' backgrounds was, something like they're the last survivor of their village, right? Send it into a town and describe to the player that, you're walking along and you stop dead in your tracks because you see somebody from your past. And it takes you a minute to decide whether or not this is just a hallucination or a real person. And you realize, no, this is a real person. This was one of your childhood friends from your village back home. Take a minute to describe who that is, right? That's going to throw them for a loop, one. But two, it's going to give them the option to get creative, and they're going to be appreciative that you work their backstory into the campaign. So I think little things like that, or you walk into the tavern, describe for me what you experience. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Give them little things to do and let them go with it. And when they describe something, even if it's really weird, go with it. I mean, maybe if it's like, oh, well, we walk in and we see a green dragon sitting in there destroying everybody, I might try to come up with a creative way as to why they believe that that's a green dragon that's destroying everyone, when in fact that's unlikely to happen. Or, maybe you go with it, but most players aren't going to do that. So, I'd be curious as to what your thoughts are on how you get your players to role play a little more, how you get them to engage a little more in the story. You know, what techniques do you use to really bring that about? So yeah, I mean, any thoughts you have, that'd be great. Go ahead and comment on the video below, or even do a video response. Talk to you later.